You saw the viral videos, the million-dollar cars, the designer suits, the models. But what if I told you, you've only seen the surface of Ilan Tobianah's billionaire lifestyle? There's a side to him that's not shown in Instagram clips or TikTok edits. And today, we're going deeper. This is part 2 of Ilan Tobianah's secrets. And trust me, this one goes beyond the gold and glamour. The real source of his wealth, everyone knows the visuals, Bugattis, private villas, and perfectly tailored outfits. But very few know how it all began. Sources close to Ilan say his wealth didn't come from one business or one viral moment. It came from quiet, long-term investments, luxury real estate holdings across Europe, and most importantly, from staying silent while others shouted. He understood early that the more people knew about him, the less power he had. So, he flipped the script. The real source of his wealth. We've all seen the cinematic visuals. Million-dollar Bugattis gliding through marble driveways, private Mediterranean villas with panoramic views, and perfectly tailored Italian suits worn with the confidence of a man who's seen the top and stayed there. But beneath all that glamour lies a truth most people overlook. Because what built Ilan Tobianah's wealth isn't what you think. It didn't come from a flashy app startup or a viral cryptocurrency gamble or a lucky moment of internet fame. Number. According to those closest to him, his empire was constructed in silence, piece by piece, through quiet, long-term investments, diversified holdings, and smart plays in European luxury real estate. But there's one element that truly sets Ilan apart, and it's not something you can buy. It's discipline. He figured out early on that attention can be dangerous, that the more people know about you, the more control they have over you, and so he chose to remain elusive. While others shouted to be seen, Ilan stayed silent and built his legacy in the shadows. Silence as a strategy. Now here's where things get really interesting. Ilan rarely speaks, especially in his videos. He doesn't explain, doesn't brag, doesn't reveal. That silence, it's not shyness, it's strategy. In a time where oversharing is the norm, where people document their every meal, every flight, and every purchase, Ilan understood the power of mystery. The less he spoke, the more the world leaned in. The silence became his superpower. And soon, that calculated quiet turned into a global magnet. People couldn't stop watching, wondering, guessing. Why? Because in a digital world addicted to noise, Ilan became the rare exception, and that made him unforgettable. The billionaire network you don't see. But what most people miss is this. Behind those short, wordless clips lies a world far more complex than any social media post can capture. Ilan operates within a circle so elite, so carefully curated, that most people will never even know it exists. We're talking about invite-only events held in hidden villas, private members-only clubs where billionaires discuss ideas that shape global industries. Deals are made with handshakes, not hashtags. Reputation matters more than money. And inside these rooms, Ilan isn't just present, he's respected. He doesn't just buy luxury, he's part of the network that defines it. A network built not just on wealth, but on access, credibility, and a deep understanding of power dynamics. This isn't about flaunting wealth. It's about wielding influence quietly, consistently, and with absolute precision. The takeaway, what we can learn. So what does this mean for the rest of us? The viewers, the dreamers, the ones trying to make our mark? It means this. Real power doesn't scream. It whispers. You don't need to show off to show up. You don't need to prove your value with every post or every purchase. Ilan Tobianah shows us that the loudest person in the room is rarely the most powerful one. In fact, the people who truly move the world, the ones building legacies, not just lifestyles, are usually the ones working silently behind the curtain. And maybe that's the biggest lesson of all. In a world obsessed with going viral, Ilan reminds us to focus on what actually matters. Legacy over likes, silence over noise, strategy over showmanship. The journey isn't over. If this story opened your eyes even a little, just know that we're only scratching the surface. There's more to uncover, more to learn. Part 3 of this journey may be closer than you think, and it's going to take us even deeper into the world that Ilan moves through so effortlessly. So if you're ready to go beyond the surface, if you want to understand what's really happening behind the velvet ropes of billionaire life, then hit that subscribe button, because here at Luxury Lifestyle, we don't just admire wealth, we decode it.